As dawn broke over the enchanting city of Paris, the Spanish royal family, led by King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, prepared to conclude their official visit to the French capital. The trip had been a vibrant blend of cultural exchange, diplomatic meetings, and public engagement, but the final day promised to be both memorable and poignant. Morning activities. The royal family began their last day with a sumptuous breakfast at their hotel, where they enjoyed a mix of Spanish and French delicacies. King Felipe shared a light-hearted moment with his daughters, Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia, discussing the highlights of their trip so far. Queen Letizia, always keen on cultural nuances, encouraged them to reflect on the importance of their experiences in Paris, emphasizing the role of diplomacy and friendship between Spain and France. After breakfast, the family set out for their first engagement, a private tour of the Louvre Museum. As they entered the iconic museum, they were greeted by curators eager to showcase masterpieces, including works by Spanish artists like Diego Velázquez and Francisco Goya. The young princesses, particularly Leonor, displayed a genuine interest in the art, asking insightful questions about the pieces and their historical contexts. Visit to cultural landmarks. Following their art excursion, the royals headed to Notre Dame Cathedral, where they took a moment to admire the stunning architecture and discuss the significance of this landmark in both French culture and history. The family was met with warm smiles from tourists and locals alike, who recognized the royal presence. King Felipe and Queen Letizia engaged with the public, taking time to pose for photos and chat with admirers, showcasing the approachable side of the monarchy. Their afternoon was spent visiting the historic Palais Garnier, the opulent opera house renowned for its stunning architecture and rich history. Here, the family was given a behind-the-scenes look at upcoming performances, where they expressed their appreciation for the arts and their commitment to supporting cultural initiatives. Final engagements and departure. As the day progressed, the royal family attended a closing gala hosted at the residence of the Spanish ambassador in Paris. This event celebrated the cultural exchange and friendship between the two nations. Dignitaries from both Spain and France were in attendance, and the atmosphere was filled with music, art, and shared laughter. King Felipe delivered a heartfelt speech, acknowledging the significance of their visit and expressing hopes for future collaborations. Lunch and reflection. For lunch, the royal family chose a quaint Parisian bistro known for its traditional French cuisine. Seated at a cozy table by the window, they enjoyed dishes such as coq au vin and ratatouille. The conversation flowed as they reflected on their experiences in Paris, sharing laughs and discussing the importance of cultural ties between Spain and France. Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia spoke about their favorite moments, including the joy of meeting local schoolchildren during a previous engagement, emphasizing the value of connecting with people. Final engagements and departure. As the day progressed, the royal family attended a closing gala hosted at the residence of the Spanish ambassador in Paris. This event celebrated the cultural exchange and friendship between the two nations. Dignitaries from both Spain and France were in attendance, and the atmosphere was filled with music, art, and shared laughter. King Felipe delivered a heartfelt speech, acknowledging the significance of their visit and expressing hopes for future collaborations. As evening descended on Paris, the family prepared for their departure. Standing together on the balcony of the ambassador's residence, they gazed out over the city, taking in the shimmering lights of the Eiffel Tower and the Seine River. It was a bittersweet moment, filled with memories of a successful visit and the promise of future ties. With a final wave to the gathered crowd, the Spanish royals left the city with hearts full of appreciation for the cultural richness they had experienced and the friendships they had forged. Not only strengthened the bonds between Spain and France, but also reinforced the importance of cultural diplomacy in today's world. As their car drove away, the royal family reflected on a visit that would leave a lasting impact on their understanding of international relations and the beauty of shared heritage.